How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just a quick little update. I changed the name of the channel from Human Malt Liquor to Commonwealth Ken, just simply because Human Malt Liquor kind of had nothing to do with anything, and Commonwealth Ken is really to the point, quick, and precise. You know exactly what my channel is about because it's pretty much only just Fallout 4 builds. But anyway, this is my Red Rocket trading post settlement that I just built. It's the first one I've really built on PC. So I'm really excited how it turned out. There's a lot less limitations on PC than on PS4, so I'm really excited about some of the builds I can do now. If you walk this way, we've got the armor vendor station, which I've got a neat little armor build you'll see in a second, but it's instead of having just a regular old plain armor stand or a counter, I can actually use, like, if you see to the left, there's that desk. You'll see a guy's writing on it, but that's actually an armor vendor as well. And then this power armor station that she's working on is also a armor vendor. So instead of her just standing there, you know, writing on a clipboard or doing whatever the hell they do, leaning and wiping off the counter, she's actually working on armor. So it kind of gives the impression more that, you know, she's actually doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's not just, like, sitting there looking like she doesn't know what she's doing. And then this guy over here is sort of like the foreman. Again, this is a armor vendor as well, but it's a lower level armor vendor. So, like, she has all the good stuff, and he just has some kind of scraps here and there. He kind of just handles more of, like, the clerical work and shit like that, and, like, going out and scrapping for the things, and she just kind of puts it all together. But I really love how those, like, there's a bunch more with that mod. Again, all the descriptions, all the mods will be in the description below. But if we go this way, it's her bedroom, actually. And I really love this arcade machine because it makes it look like it was already there, and they're kind of slowly piecing it apart, like, bit by bit. But it sort of, like, channels a little walkway into the bedroom, which is my favorite bedroom that I've ever made. This is this is so neat. I really like how it turned out because I love cramming things into small spaces, and this has, like, all the necessities. Got a bed, got a stand, got a little dresser for her clothes and stuff like that, all in one crowded, packed little area. And we've got the posters on the wall kind of collaged up, so it makes it look like, you know, she's, you know, gathered things there, or maybe they even were there before she even got there. But walking this way, we've got the little armor crafting station. Nothing too fancy, but oh, you can see things at an angle. Oh, this angle. I love this bedroom. It looks so nice. I love how this turned out. I'm really, really excited. And then we walk this way. I've got these automatic closing doors all over this settlement. It's so nice. I love having them because settlers do not know how to close doors. Can't get it to work and everything. Like, for example, this one, I couldn't get the little mechanism to clamp to the door. So I couldn't really use the automatic door closing little module on this one just because it wouldn't clip anywhere. But this is a little walkway made out of a train cart. It's just so you're not walking, like, smack right into the house. It's just, like, a little, you know, little decorative piece, I guess, to, like, section off the house from, like, the working area and those curtains. Oh. But this is, like, the foreman's little place where he lives at, and so he's more of a tinkerer, scavenger type. So you see a lot of junk, and, like, everything's sort of, like, pre-built or not pre-built, but built by himself. This is a little scavenger suit. I love the bed. The bed's with a I think it's a makeshift furniture pack or something like that. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but it's got a bunch of these neat little makeshift beds. I believe it's on PS4 too, because I remember using it on PS4. I say that like it was years ago, like, oh, I don't touch those peasant consoles anymore. I've got a PC now. But yeah, I decided not to use, like, an actual oven in this place just because, like I said, he is a tinkerer. So, these curtains. I love how these curtains, I have to backtrack. I love how these curtains, like, they're so simple. Instead of using a door and, like, breaking up the room, you can make one room into two rooms by simply throwing a curtain up there. And I really like how that turns out. I love doing that. That's, honestly, with all the mods that are out, curtains are my favorite things that we can put out just because they do section off rooms so well. And it's not like you have to, like, throw up a wall or anything like that. It's just, bam, it's right there. It's out the way. So you don't have to swing anything open. But going into this way, you'll see I've got these little bulletin boards up here. They're actually with a, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of any of the mods I use. But it's it's just inside the little diner here. But the mod sets little rent notices or tax boards in your settlement, so your settlers will, like, without having a vendor, they'll make you cap. So I've got vendors, so I'm making money that way. And I've got that tax board, so all the settlers will, pay a tax to live there. And I think it, accumulates every 24 hours. So, but whenever you return to the settlement, you actually get the caps for it, which is really neat if you're just starting the game out. But over here is just a little diner. I turned the inside into a diner just because it just seems like a truck stop diner. I love the espresso machine. It's normally huge, and I've been dicking around with console commands, and I shrank it, and I love how it turned out because it looks like it's a neat, little piece, but you can never use it because it's so goddamn big. But I shrank it down with console commands because I can do that because PS4 sucks. I'm joking. I still love PS4, but this is just way more fun to build on PC than it is on PS4 because you can do like almost anything so far that I've noticed. There's just so many things I haven't even toyed around with yet. But yeah, just a neat little kitchen. Sort of, she does all the cooking and just kind of tends the entire diner. You'll see in the room a bit. A lot of the rooms I kind of had I built them first, and then I've got a mod that brings in a settler. Like you hit a button, settler appears, and so I had the idea in my head of just all these scummy dudes living in this settlement. And then I'd build the room, and then I'd spawn the settler, and then I get some dainty little blonde or something like that, and I'm like, great, now I've got all these naked girl posters everywhere, and no settlers that would actually enjoy put them up on the wall. But this is just her little living area. Got a lot of posters on the wall. I was gonna make it like a guard lived here, but she ended up spawning. I was like, fuck it, I'll throw her in. But I like how this place turned out. This is actually the first place I built in this settlement, I want to say. So it's kind of like the rough draft for everything else. All the stuff, all the junk, and all the little pieces and themes I kind of base off of that one room. Can't really tell too much because all the themes are kind of subtle and to me, I guess. But there's themes in there that I've reused. Now if we walk out this way and we're walking, we're gonna get out to the what part is next? Oh no, so I wanted to make sort of like a holistic clinic, I guess. You'll see inside there's just a bunch of chems and stuff like that, and supplements and health items and shit. But in my mind, they're all made holistically. And so the chick that lives here kind of grows vegetables and plants and herbs or herbs, depending on where you're from. But the front of this store is actually from the Thematic and Practical mod. It gives you neat little storefronts, so it's really easy to kind of flow everything together, so you don't have to spend so much time with these boring little vendors and dolling them up and stuff like that. These were already pre-built, and I use the chain link fences a lot as it is, so I kind of figured it would work. Oh, don't talk to me. I hate when they talk to me. Am I gonna go inside? I don't know if fuck it, I'll go inside. I just don't like when they talk to me when I go in there. But as the other ones, this place is really scrappy and kind of just a bunch of junk and chems and meds all put together for passerbys. Now there isn't really a surgical area in the settlement. There's a surgery bed you'll see here in a second, but so not a lot of deep medical care goes on here, but it's medical enough. Now with this little settlement here, but this house, I loved how this got built. Got the little Brahmin shed over here, little pen. I don't have a settler beacon yet, so I don't have any Brahmin showing up, thank God. But when I finally do, this is where they'll go. And I'm sure they'll just glitch onto the roof. But with this settlement, if you see in the back, there's a little truck. In the vanilla game, this kind of a truck crashed, and the guardrails off to the side are kind of pushed out the way and bent up. So it makes it look like a truck crashed. So I put this truck bed right here, as if it were part of, the original truck that crashed, and just build a house on top of it. And I love the door because it's those doors are just right down the road. So she literally just yanked a door off of a building and then brought it over here. This place is neat, really simple, really crammed together. There's that surgical bed I was talking about for inpatient type stuff. It actually works as a bed too, so a settler will sleep on it. Just got a little corner here for reading and doing research and stuff like that. And then in the back, we've got this little chem station. I just kind of crammed it into the back end of a one of those desk container looking things, and then threw a sink up on it. And I had the yellow chem station bin sink originally, but you couldn't use it because of the stand up against the wall. So it would just freak out and glitch out every time and slow the game down. And also it's right next to another chem station, so why do you need two, right? But yeah, it's really cramped together. I love the fact that it's on like a truck bed, and the truck bed looks like it was, already there, and it crashed through the gate. Really like how it turned out. This settlement has been so much fun to work on. Honestly, like before this, I was in a huge dry spell, and I just couldn't think of anything. I just did not want to build anything, but I got it down pat, and I like how it turned out. Excuse all the super mutant mess. I got attacked. But this is just one of the gates, like kind of the commercial gate where traders will come in at, and inside I put a little bit more detail than the other little gate shack because they've got to kind of record who comes and goes. So there's more like clerical stuff like that little terminal in there. But for the most part, everything is still pretty simple. I really don't like adding too much to guard shacks, seeing as they're not supposed to really be anything inside. But now we're walking out this little back area here. Ooh, yeah, I'll get to the weapon thing in a minute. This is a neat little, like a trader rest area. I got this idea, I think it was from Cordless Gaming. He built a bed up on the, like the little shelf sort of thing on the junk walls. I thought it was a really neat idea because it's really good, like makeshift bed for like just people passing by. And so I threw that up there. And I love just like how this is like sort of tucked away. It's its own little cove kind of thing. It's not supposed to be secret, but it's there if you know about it. Now the weapon shop, I love how this turned out. A lot of neat little things I put into this. It's sectioned off. I love how it's kind of like cornered off into its own little alleyway. And again, with the thematic and practical storefronts, you've got this like chain link fence that I didn't have to do, and it's sort of guarding from people just reaching in and grabbing shit. I put a lot of effort into like guarding this place off because it is a lot of it's a weapon store. Nobody wants anyone to run in here and steal the stuff. So I've got this neat little keypad that comes with those like auto closed door mods. And it's got like a red, yellow, and blue key card. Now, only the people who own the keys can get into this place. And what you do is you put the yellow key in your inventory and whoever else's, and you activate the keypad, and then the door opens. But if you don't activate the keypad or you don't have the key, the door won't open, meaning that settlers can't just wander in and hang out like they like to do, and the door closes automatically behind whoever, so there's no way that anybody can just wander in unless they're right behind the guy, which is never the case. But really love that mod. Definitely check it out if you don't want settlers wandering into places they don't belong at, or just console command lock a door, because you can do that on PC. I'm just like super into PC now. I love it. It's so much better than playing this on PS4. There's so much more things you can do. But this is the weapon vendor's little bus shack or whatever. I like that it is a bus, and I like how all the automobiles and vehicles and stuff like that are in this settlement because it is a gas station / garage. So these would be here realistically. Didn't really put a lot of effort into this settlement. I really need to stop doing that because I feel like I can build some pretty cool things if I just like sit down and give a shit for a second. But I get so distracted with everything around me and so busy that I just like bugger off and start doing something else. So one day I'm going to buckle down and actually like finish something completely because this, it's good, but there's things I could definitely work on. But up here is the sort of like the leader / mayor of the settlement. You see over here, she's actually a sniper. I've got one of those like big revolver. I can't remember. Can't think of the name, but it's this big ass like revolver rifle. So I gave it to her, and she's a sniper. This is a little bird's nest or crow's nest where she just kind of sits up and like looks off in the distance, guards, and takes in a view. You'll see that this view kind of ruined her other view. You'll see that in a second. But this place is a little bit bigger, seeing as she is the leader of this trading post. She's appointed by the Minutemen to guard this place and kind of run it. So she gets a little bit more room to live. This place is a little bit more spacious, not too spacious. I think it's just spacious enough. I don't like building anything big. It's just too much to do. Like the decoration, it looks overcrammed. And now I guess with PC, my frame rate's terrible as it is right now. I can't imagine building like an actual big settlement and decorating the whole thing. But this wonderful view over here is where she can sit down, relax, smoke a cigar, look at the wall, and then look at this guard over here that's always in that place and just staring at her constantly. He just stares through the window because I put the totally my fault. I put the guard mat on backwards, so he just stares into the house, and it's super creepy. But I put a bathroom in here. I never put bathrooms anywhere, or if I do, it's just like one little outhouse for everyone to use, and this is one little bathroom for her to use. Now, I don't know if anyone's like really into little finite details like me, but if you zoom in here, Bethesda actually put like mud or poop inside that little outhouse bin. So of all the things that they could have done and they didn't do, they did add the detailed dumps in the bottom of the outhouse thing. So thank you for that, Bethesda. We didn't need anything else besides just that. This is just sort of like a little area for like passerbys, or like if anybody's staying and they need a place to like crash for the night. They got a little bunk bed, which I would prefer to sleep in the bunk bed rather than the like actual bed, because bunk beds are way better. Oh god damn it. This I hate when posters are so goddamn finicky. I'll take it off. I'm gonna rip it off the damn wall. But these purple little containers are awesome. They also come with that tax and rent mod. Any items that you put into this container will be sold by the vendors at the settlement, so they'll disappear from the container and you'll get the caps for it. And again, I believe, because I've just been at this settlement for like the last 2 or 3 days, so I haven't really been anywhere else, but I think you get the caps right when you show back up within 24 hours or after 24 hours. But this is just a little like since she runs the settlement, she does a lot of like clerical work, and she's got to know who comes and who goes, and you know what's being sold, what's coming in, all the inventory of the settlement, and you know basically things to keep the place going. So she's got to do a lot of writing. But yeah, that's it for this settlement. Really excited to build this. I'm really excited to be back building on PC, and so I can get a lot more stuff done. Really stoked on this. So thanks for all the subscriptions while I've been kind of in hiatus, been, you know, smoothing everything out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment below with any content that you'd like to see, because there's going to be a lot more that I can do now that I'm on PC, and I can pretty much use my imagination to build whatever the hell I want. So leave any ideas of any content you want to see, any things you want to see me build, any, you know, videos you want me to do, any gameplay, anything like that. Leave that in the comment section below. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, take it easy. Thank you so much for watching.